ain't gonna fill that one. Take up fire! Going loud! They're trying to get the flanks! Like that, Cabral? Barrel them! Take fire!
Deploying UAV. Stand by. I'm coming.
System malfunctioning. System back online.
Letting them out.
Weapon. Targeting on division agent. Couple of rounds of field carry. Reloading! Your place is target at close range. On track. Gotcha! You're not gonna survive this! Almost failed!
Agent in need of backup.
Target's hit! target. Here we go! Roger that. Knock, knock. Take it.
Deploying UAV.
Sightline's no good.
Give up now.
Fucking armor's weak. Keep it up. Right there! Hostile!
Serious trauma detected.
Enemy in range. Tango's in my sight. Took him out. Can't take much more! survive. Falling apart here. They're coming this way. AI is over here. I can't find. Reloading weapon. Taking heavy fire.
I could do this all day.
What's up guys, Wolf here. Hopefully you did enjoy that run of Capital. As you could see from the gameplay, unedited, ran through the whole mission using the Backfire. This setup is incredible, and the way we can abuse the Negotiator's Dilemma gear set with the Backfire SMG making use of the global mods is crazy, and I'm sure you could tell from the gameplay. This setup is going to be perfect for solo legendaries, group play, open world, any PvE content on any difficulty. you will be able to steamroll through enemies. This setup has great survivability and damage. So I really do hope you guys enjoy this build. Now, on paper, when I made this setup, I was not expecting it to be the best Backfire build I've used in a while, but it is my go-to Backfire build now. It beats my previous ones without question. The reason being is because I put it all together, tried a few different combinations, came to this conclusion of this current combination, and I was walking through legendary missions like they were nothing. So that's how this build came about. I didn't expect it to be this good. This is going to be a Negotiator's Dilemma 4-piece, Memento, and a Sokolov chest using the Backfire with global modifiers. The Backfire can give loads of crit damage, so can Negotiator's Dilemma. And Negotiator's Dilemma works by critting on other enemies. Therefore, when you crit, you spread the damage, which is perfect with the global modifiers because you can crit more than 60% of the time natively, and also 100% of the time for quite a long time when you activate the Assault link. So it's a match made in heaven, and it's very powerful. And I recommend you guys to try this. It will surprise you. It absolutely surprised me, and I haven't even finished optimizing this build yet. It's amazing. So this setup will allow you to do so much damage across the board and survive. Please give it a try. I cannot stress enough how this build surprised me. And if you put this on and you use it correctly, which I'll explain shortly, you will be very happy. So how do I use this setup? As you could see from the gameplay, I like to mark 2 enemies and then focus 1. Because once you've marked the 2, you focus 1. As long as the enemy that you're shooting is a lot tankier and you've got higher crit chance, you can actually kill all 3 when you're killing 1 enemy. Sometimes that may not work, but it doesn't matter because you can actually push the other ones because they will be weakened, and then you pick up the trophies. Now, Negotiator's Dilemma has a chest piece and backpack. The chest piece is, in my opinion, a bit difficult to handle. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's a bit overkill with the markings. And the backpack actually got buffed recently. So if you guys are going to play in a group, Memento obviously wouldn't be ideal. So just switch Memento out and use Dilemma Bag. And then you can kind of put whatever piece you want. Just keep in mind diminishing returns. That's why I've got Sokolov and not Grupo. Because the Backfire, you can get huge amounts of crit damage. And the amount of crit damage we're getting, you get diminishing returns with Grupo. So when you crit, normally with Grupo, you get more damage per crit. But with this setup, you get more with Sokolov because of diminishing returns. So if you're in a group, swap Memento, use Negotiator's Dilemma Backpack. This has been buffed a while ago, and it's gone from 60% damage to marked enemies to 112%. That's significant. So you'll be doing more damage to the marked enemies. In a group, this is great. So you could even use the chest if you wanted to, because you get a bit more time to mark enemies. Playing with this build, though, in a solo situation, I mean, Memento can work in a group. That's why in this build, I haven't chosen to go for this, because Memento, in my case, is going to be worth it just with the skill efficiency. Getting my decoy back faster, my shield back, my shield health increasing, my bonus armor on trophy pickup, extra weapon damage. There's a lot of bonuses to Memento, but you can use Negotiator's Dilemma Backpack. But I recommend, especially playing solo, this build, and in a group, just put on Negotiator's Backpack. Then, like I said, make sure you use Sokolov because of diminishing returns. So I tried a bunch of different combos, especially using the Striga AR. I see a lot of people use the Striga AR with Negotiators. Doesn't make sense. You mark 2 guys, you kill 1. So out of 3 enemies, you could have got 2 stacks, 3 stacks. You only got 1 stack because it doesn't count towards enemies that are marked. So it's a bit annoying. So let's quickly overview what's going on with the setup. Just a rough idea. Mark 2, finish off 1 that's closest to you, or however you want to do it. Like if there's a robotic dog, I like to focus 2 guys, like especially the more difficult enemies, then focus the dog from like corner peek the dog or robotic or chunga. Then you kill the other enemies. It's so handy and it works so incredibly well. Now, Negotiator's Dilemma, let's take a look at how this works. Crit chance, crit damage. So if you're using an SMG, it's okay to overspec because we get over 60% crit chance with global mods. Make sure global mods are activated. It's a lot stronger. So critical hit marks enemies for 20 seconds. It's quite a long time, up to 3 marks total. The chest piece increases this, but it's a bit overkill with this build, I feel. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever a marked enemy dies, gain plus 2% critical hit damage. So this is nice. It does equate to more, especially having blues, so we mitigate the diminishing returns as well. But this is quite powerful. So you need to actually crit to mark, which is easy with the global mods. We have higher than 60%, also 100% with the assault link activated, and then we can just spread the damage across immensely, and it's quite wild how good this is. I tried Centurion's holster, doesn't work with Backfire. You lose the buffs, don't go for that. So Negotiator's Dilemma is very powerful. Now, with Backfire, as you guys know, this gun it gives you a debuff, you bleed. So that's why I've got Hazard. I would say don't go less than 50%, somewhere there. On this setup, I've got 64% crit chance, and I've also got, I can get up to 50k regen with this build when my Memento's stacked up. That's another reason why I prefer to use Memento playing solo. I've got 65%. So I still bleed sometimes, but it depends how many enemies I kill with the blue rings around them. That it works off of this system here, the hardcore club mod. So the other ones I've got is extra padding, protection from elites. This gives me more crit damage, and also safety first. The more blues I have, the more stamina cores, the more hazard protection I get. That's why it's good to have blues. You can even have another blue on the chest if you've got it. That's what I'd recommend. So Backfire, secondary, I recommend any AR you enjoy, and just have Killer as a talent. It's very strong. You can use the Caretaker, Detox, make sure that's there. Also on the SMG, make sure Detox. But the Backfire, it just works perfectly with Negotiators and the gold mods. And because you're playing aggressive, Memento's just too good here. Orbit Pistol for more crit damage. Then the 4-piece, everything is hazard protection. As you can see, my rolls are pretty bad, but I'm going to be optimizing the setup for sure. So I'll optimize the hazard, then just roll blues. You just got to go and craft them or go farm Countdown. Chest Beast, Sokolov, because Grupo diminishing returns. Now there may be some more with the build. That's why probably go for blues, but it doesn't matter. You still get enough damage to melt through enemies. So hazard, crit damage, and every single mod on this build is critical hit damage. If you need a bleed res mod, you can put that on as well. But this is how I recommend to use it. Decoy, health, duration, then the shield, active regen, holstered regen, or health. That's what I would recommend going for that. Crit chance. Now, Obliterate is going to be the chest piece talent. You can go for something else. You can use Intimidate if you wish. But I want to be able to do damage from range because the Backfire has got decent accuracy and you can hit from further away. You could also use the Visionario Mask and get more optimal range, which actually is really good because look at the damage drop off. It's around 20 meters and that's pretty close. So anything after 20 meters, you're losing damage. So it's up to you how you want to play. Now, this gun, just using an AR build could work. So you could even use a Fenris chest, but the Backfire is just too good with these global events because, like I said, you get more crit damage and we crit 100% of the time. So we make use of it. That's why crit is so good. And this gun just happens to give you 200%, which is crazy. So I hope you guys give this setup a try and let me know in the comments down below how you're going to tweak it. Are you going to use it? Or maybe you are using it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.